What the heck, Martin Robinson? You've played Star Fox Zero.
Haven't I just? I've played a load of it.
Oh man, I'm so jealous. I love Star Fox, Starwing, or Lilac Wars.
Lilac Wars?
Yeah. Starwing was SNES, Lilac Wars was N64, I think.
The Adventures of Fox, Puppy Hair and his amputee friends.
Yeah, what? Wait, is he the one with robot legs?
They've all their legs have been sawn off.
What? Why?
Do you not know that?
I knew that one of them, I didn't realise they all had their legs. Is that so they can fit in the cockpit?
Yeah, I think they all had their legs sawn off so they can fit in the cockpit. And the first level of a new start, it's like an origin story. It's like they've gone a really dark origin story.
Right.
And so the very first thing you do is you saw off their legs using the gamepad.
You're lying to me, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Martin.
Sorry.
I really want that game, though.
You can choose if you do it under anaesthetic or not. Amazing. You can hear the screams of Peppy Hair as you saw off his legs.
You have to use the gamepad motion control to do the actual sawing.
Yeah, use a stylus. The stylus doubles up as a scalpel or a rusty saw.
That would be amazing. Do you reckon they've got time to put that in?
I think they've got time. There's still a bit of time till the game comes out. So yeah, if we ask me out nicely, I'd love to do that.
Excellent. I'm sure he'd be well up for that. Anyway, let's talk about what is in the actual game. Star Fox Zero. It looks, from this gameplay, like an awesome tribute to the N64 version.
Yeah, kind of the visuals are very retro, I think. It's gone for like an older aesthetic, and so I think when people first saw it, people might have been underwhelmed, going, "Oh my god, it looks like a N64 or like a GameCube game." I think it's quite intentional that it looks like an N64 and GameCube game.
Yeah, I mean the gameplay we're seeing now from the Corneria level, it just screams the old school Star Fox to me, which gets me kind of excited. I'm not disappointed about that. I'm like, oh yeah.
There are so many tributes in there, and even at the start of each level, you hear that kind of. Do you remember the SNES sample? I think it's General Pepper going, "Good luck."
Yeah.
And
good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
And the whole thing is like really heady fan service, basically. And so if you like the original Star Fox games, this game is basically just giving you a big hug and a massage and giving you a little kiss of the ear and everything and saying, "Oh, it's fine."
That is the best kind of massage.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, like, how does this game play? Does it play any different then to?
It does play differently, I think, because of this might be sacrilege to you, but although I'm a big fan of the Star Fox games, and in fact, my SNES, which I bought from Rumbelows in Chesham, was the Star Fox bundle.
Right.
And so I'm very familiar with the series. But I've never actually. I think it's a great series, but I don't think the game's actually all that. If you go back to them, I'm not sure. Did you play Star Fox 64 on 3DS?
Yes, I did, but not very much. Yeah. It kind of aged a bit.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it looked great and everything, but the actual core mechanics of it were they had aged a little bit, and it was quite boring.
Yeah, back in the day it was top notch, but yeah, nowadays they need to do something to mix it up a bit, make it a bit more interesting.
I think they have, basically. It's a lot more. So this is by Platinum, this game, and the action is a lot more frenetic than you got in Star Fox 64 or the Star Fox before that. It's a lot more action packed. There's a lot more stuff on screen, and in some ways, I mean this in the best possible way. It feels like you're playing like a classic 2D shooter. It feels like you're playing something like Gradius, but in 3D.
Okay.
It's got that kind of those kind of bullet patterns, that kind of just the sheer amount of stuff to dodge on screen, and the amount of the amount of attention you have to give it as well to do well. And so it's kind of got that freneticness to it, which I think really works amazingly, especially in the opening level in Corneria. It's just mind-blowing. It's like it's so energetic. There's so much going on that you can't help but to be like really bloody happy when you're playing it. It's awesome.
Excellent. So, you use the gamepad and the main screen to play with this game.
Yeah, you do, and I think there's a question mark about that as well, really, how it's going to work, because you use the gamepad to aim, and then you use the... and then in the gamepad, you've got like a cockpit view, which you can use to aim using the motion controls, basically, and that's like fine-tune aiming. And on the main TV, you get the third-person view, which obviously we all know from Starwing, and the two kind of work in unison together.
Does that work all right then? Because it sounds like almost like I might get my hands tangled up.
It does work really well actually, because you've kind of got to look to the screen every now and then for accurate aiming. But it's quite nice. It's another thing to juggle basically, and within seconds it becomes second nature. And also, if like me, you played hours of Splatoon, like motion control aiming works really well. Yeah. And so it's been so well fun. It's been so well tuned in the same way that Splatoon works. I think it's got that same kind of weight to it and the same kind of snappiness that it takes seconds basically to get your head around it and to get it to work.
Cool. And so if you master it, I guess it must help with the accuracy and everything.
Yeah, totally. And it's been interesting. I'm just only halfway through the first playthrough right now, and it'd be interesting on the second playthrough, kind of how it goes about doing score attacks and everything. And because there's so much stuff on screen as well, and there's so much stuff to mop up that I think it will reward you going through it and getting better and better and better.
Cool. Is it pretty tricky?
It is hard in places. Yeah, though it does have its moments. I mean, at the moment, I'm in a bit which I'm stuck at the moment. That's because I'm not very good at video games. It is a bit. I would have to say as well. Sometimes the quality seems a bit patchy.
Right.
There are like the Corneria mission is incredible, but then there's some slightly dodgier missions sometimes where you think like sometimes the budget seems to have been spent on one level and then you get stuck in like a weird stealth level that doesn't necessarily work all that well. And you're like, I wish it was a bit more consistent in quality. But when it sings, it really sings.
But in the original, there was lots of different kinds of levels. There was underwater levels with kind of submarine ship as well. You get different ships and stuff in this one, don't you?
Yeah, so like you get a walker, which is like a little Charlie chicken, runs around on its legs, and it's quite cool. And then you get the gyrocopter, which is like. It kind of reminds you of something from Halo. It's one of the Halo Pelican. And that's really awesome. It's kind of a different kind of a thing. And then there's Landmaster, which I admit I haven't actually played yet. But they're all in there, and they're like the transition between them is quite fluid as well, which is quite.
The Landmaster is the tank, isn't it?
Yeah, and the Landmaster is in 64 as well, wasn't it?
The chicken one was in Star Fox 2 that got cancelled.
Which was also I think it is kind of playable, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, someone leaked it, and you can play a ROM version of it that's not completely finished. I think
that's really cool. I guess that kind of speaks to the level of fan service there is in this as well. Like they're really going all out to like even the kind of the odder reaches of Star Fox's history.
So one of the things I remember fondly about Star Wing, Star Fox, whatever, was that during like you had this map screen at the beginning, and you could choose different routes, and there were secret areas and things. Is it like that again? Different routes, secret areas?
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 different routes. There's different branching paths and everything, and then there's little secrets. I remember on the SNES one, it's not like you had to shoot a certain asteroid, and then the fruit machine would come out, and you had to shoot the fruit machine, and then go through things. And so there's little secrets like that, basically, little things you'll just unlock, little what seem like Easter eggs, but then it kind of branches out into something much bigger than that, and then you find you actually just unlocked a whole new level.
God, that fruit machine thing is a mad flash. I haven't thought about that for years.
I think about it every day.
Wow. So, is there anything else?
There is a co-op mode in it. Which is basically where one of you with the, if you got a Gamepad Pro or something like that, controls the ship itself, while the other person controls the reticule and uses a gamepad to do the actual shooty shoot stuff, which is just quite nice. It's just quite a neat way of playing together. It's quite fun. I don't even want to play for the whole campaign like that, but it's quite cute. And it's just I think it's one of those games that uses a gamepad, which is quite rare. And obviously, we don't expect the Wii U to be around that much longer, so I can't imagine there's going to be any other games that use a gamepad again. So it seems like a final hurrah in some ways for this kind of weird technology that Nintendo made.
All right, so I guess then, when people first saw the announcement videos, they were a little bit underwhelmed. But you've played enough for a preview now. Are you excited for it? You think it's going to be one to watch out for? Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I think it's a Platinum game, and they're taking on one of the a very well respected and much loved series, and I think they've done it justice. And so I like it. I've got a few question marks over the kind of consistency of the quality in there, but so far I like what I've seen. And as someone who's a old school Star Fox fan, I'm going to be happy, right? Yeah, you're going to absolutely love it. You're going to go nuts over it. Excellent. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for watching this video. You can check out Martin's full written preview over on Eurogamer.net right now, and we'll have a review for you sometime later in the future. This month? It is this month, yeah. It'll be this month. Cool. Sometime. Yeah, I don't know when. We'll tell you later. Thanks for watching anyway, and goodbye.
Bye bye.